Hello everyone, how are you today? We are continuing where we left off last time with the winning entries of the the furniture design contest. People included food, there was a lot of really great things. I especially love that Loprit TV. I want the Loprit TV, I want the Loprit radio. It's already in the game, but it's not an actual item we can get. And I would have much preferred the Loprit radio over the trophy that we won. Also, very weird, we never got an Arcadian champion belt. Even if you wanted to say that we just got a replica toy one, like, very strange. Also, I'm still combating being sick. I'm still sick because I'm recording on the same day I recorded the previous one. Every time that you hear my mic kind of mute, I am very sick. So I'm muting for all the nasty noises one makes when they're sick. So these are the winning entries for the Chinese contest, and we're starting with a banger, which is this. It's this washing machine. It's done in the drippy style, which is super cute. I still wish that there were less cutesy options. I explained about Animal Crossing before. Animal Crossing will have like an item, but they'll have like multiple versions of the item. Like they don't just have a TV, right? They have a cute TV. They have a charming TV. They have a um they'll have like a VHS TV. They'll have you have a different kind of TV for every different kind of style. This, if you want a more refined look and you might want a more refined looking washing machine, you're kind of out of luck. There are no washing machines in the game, but if this were to get added, this would be added to the game, which would be really fun, but you would be stuck kind of with this, right? Like you could only have this kind of thing. This would be still really cute. It's something I would definitely use. I'm not gonna lie, as weird as this would be, I really like this for an outside item. I know a lot of places it's not traditional to have the washer and dryer outside. But that way it just takes up less space. Obviously, of course, with bigger housing, you might have more empty space to kind of have something like this. But for me, at least, I would much prefer this kind of like an outside furnishing. I wish some things were kind of like a crossover. You could have it inside or outside. This would be one of them, but what have you. This is a very Japanese item. Um, I guess it's kind of like a partition. It's very interesting. It's definitely a thing. It's a culture that is not mine. It's kind of how I explained it before. And this is kind of what this is. I'm not really sure what it's for traditionally. I'm not really sure what significance it plays in in Chinese, like design, culture, home decoration. But it's nice. Next, we have this beautiful light lantern display. I could definitely see myself using this. I got a message on Discord and I want to check it, but I really can't because I'm recording off of my screen. So you guys are seeing everything on my screen that's already there. Um, then next we have this Ronkin table. I'm really glad that we got more Ronkin stuff. We're getting to the point where you can kind of decorate your home in Ronkin if all of this stuff comes to it. Very nice though. And now we have this. It's a very cozy little hangout spot, especially like if you're a Lalafell, I think it would be a lot better. It's got its own light on the inside, so if you want to turn the lights all the way down and then just kind of sitting there. Perfect. If you play a Lala a little, or if you have a Warrior of Light who, in their story, because you kind of create your own story, make your own character, they have a child, this is kind of definitely the stuff that you could get for them. Next comes this. And I saw this and I was like, okay, I have to make a video. This is wonderful. This is gorgeous. Especially if you have, like, if you have like a side, if you have are friends with the person who's like in the home next to you, and you could kind of like connect the rainbow together across your two places, you could of course do two of these right on your own property to complete it. But if you could do it across two properties, it'd be even more fantastical. Next comes this painting set. Very cute, very adorable. I wish that there was already an easel on it, but it's still very nice, especially with the previous like painting sets that we got. Kind of put those to the side of it, like this is like part of your working station. And next we have this Ronkin fishing toy. So I know what this is because we have something like this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same toy here in America, where it's like these like a little electronic fish that like open and close their mouth, and you use a little magnet, and you use the magnet to lift the fish. It's a fun, cute little toy thing. It's not exactly like the most extravagant thing in the world, but it's like a fun little gimmicky fishing thing. Um, this would be a fun little like thing to like have, especially I was talking about it before in the previous episode. I want more board games. I want board games. I want tabletop games. I want stuff that not necessarily that you can play in 14, but it looks like your character plays those things. They do those things. One of my favorite furnishing items in Animal Crossing is the is an item that lets you it looks like a bunch of board games stacked on top of each other because it makes it really feel like your character lives in that world. Little things like this, little games that they can play, makes it feel like you live in that world. Not that your home is a collection of things from your adventures, but that you actually live there. Put this next to the Yan. Um, and you can have a full playground going. I love these kind of like playground items, especially if you do something with it. Very cute, very fun. I especially love this divider, especially like if it comes in different flavors and like with different designs. Super cute. Will be a great divider in between like your home and like your rooms. I especially love this exactly like this. Give me more like this. Let the light interact. I'm fine with it. I'm cool with it. My PC can handle it. This carbuncle record player, I like. I am gagging. This is gorgeous. This is wonderful. Also, your Lalafell, super adorable. But this is so cute, so fun. This is one of the things I look at and I'm like, this is why I love the design contest, because this would not be a thing otherwise. Someone sat down and said, "Nah, let me cook." And this is another one of those things I'm talking about. If you want to pretend that you're up in space, make this an item. You put this up against a wall. You cover the rest of your partitions in something that kind of like houses you or whatever, and it looks like you're floating above the sky. If you let me, oh no, god damn it! I accidentally pushed the side thing. Fuck, fuck, fuck! Don't look. Oh god. Oh no. I'm just gonna have to edit this part out. Here we go. I messed up, but there we go. Um, this is absolutely gorgeous. This is, you could totally make it look like you're on the moon. Or that you're on the moon, or that you're, flying across space. I need more stuff like this. This, absolutely wonderful. And speaking of absolutely wonderful, this. Oh my god, this is amazing. Especially when it's dyed. I would love for these to be multiple different ones. So you kind of have like the drippy like dots here, and then like here you kind of got like a nice little like white with like a little plant. It looks like. And then here you got like the black marble. Um, this is absolutely knockout. Like I said, I can definitely see myself using the Sakura one from the previous episode, but this one too. Give us more options. Give us Something like this. This is wonderful. This is gorgeous. Next up is this. It's, if you know what it is, you know what it is. If you don't know what it is, then you'll get there in the story. This is absolutely gorgeous. It's great. I hope that we get to, if we get this, I do hope that's only like this big, kind of fit on there. It's very cute, very charming. There's not much to say about it. This especially is super adorable. I would love for it to come with the plants. I don't trust Square Enix to put in the work to make it fit like this for all plants. Instead, they would just fit out like they do with the Mandragoras, which would be like way too tall. This is perfect. I would rather it come with the plant already in it than for it to be, oh, you can fill it in, but then it's not filled in correctly, if that makes sense. This is amazing. We already have one cat thing, but it's very small and it's not colorful. It's just a gray cat thing. And then, well, sorry, it's like I'm mistaken. I'm mistaken because I'm thinking of the cat tree from Animal Crossing New Leaf for some reason, not the one that we actually have, which is like the tree. It's not very good. This one I feel is much better. I am all for this. This is wonderful. This is huge, especially it really does show off that you love your fat cat. It's big and fun and playful, and you can jump and play around on it. But it definitely, this is grass, I'm assuming. It's either carpet, in which case this is huge. So it's real dedication if you want to include it. Or this is an outside housing item. In which case, that's a little bit more fitting because you just have more space outside. Next, we have this cute housing set. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Very much like your grandmother's china cabinet kind of thing. I love the back. Oh, that back is so cute. It's such a shame. I would rather this be on the sides and this be on the back. Because this is so cute. You don't want to put it like, against the wall where nobody can see it. But you kind of have to do that pretty much. Oh my goodness, with the Moogles? No, this is like, if you're like me, you grew up with like a grandmother or a great grandmother who owned something like this that was so elegantly detailed. This is amazing. This is sick, the amount of detail. This was created by like a sociopath. But they were created by a sociopath who really, 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 really loves design. And this is absolutely gorgeous. Next, we have, I'm assuming this is supposed to go outside, and it's like a nice little like sitting lounge area. And you sit on the inside, and like you can talk to friends and such. I can understand why it was a winner. It's a very unique concept, a very fun idea. A little outside lounge sitting area. Very gorgeous. Next, we have like a dishwasher set. Comes with different designs, so you can kind of like pick and choose like what kind of plates and such that you want. It's a very cute idea. Obviously, of course, the full thing probably won't get incorporated because that's a lot of work for like one item. But I really like this idea. I'm not, either that or else the idea is individual plates so you could just kind of like set down like on your table. Either way, very cute. I absolutely love this. Oh my god, this is so gorgeous. Oh my god. I'm not good at reading Eorzean well enough to say what this says. And I am getting a phone call. Wonderful. While I'm recording, I will have to answer that later. I would assume it says honey, is what it's trying to say. But it's really funny. I sit here with no phone calls, nothing. Sound of silence, like, all day long. The moment I start recording, people want to get in touch with me. Another wacky waving flailing arm inflatable tube man. This time based off of the cactuar, the really really long cactuar that's on the moon. It's very cute, very fun. It's another thing where it's like they can't wimp out on it, right? It has to actually move around and flail around. And I don't know if I trust Square Enix to put that much work into it. If it's just stationary, it won't look right. They're gonna have to go hard on the animation. So in the previous episode, there was a thing that I mentioned that's gonna have a lot of G posing getting done inside of it, a lot of ERPing done. Congratulations! This is this part of that episode of this episode, because this is absolutely being used by a lot of people who G pose with their carbuncle. Let's see. I'm actually really surprised that something like this hasn't been in the game yet, because I think there is a telescope, but it's very small. This is a very big telescope. This would actually be used, in my opinion, by like astrologians, especially in Ishgard. You kind of see it. It's very nice. I adore this especially. Hopefully we get all. I would love all three of these to be their own version. Um, it would be very nice for like cafes, bars. I said before about a mall having like an exit sign would be very nice. Oh my god, that's so cute. We already have a drippy parfait, don't we? I believe we do. I think we have a drippy parfait, and if we don't, then we have something kind of close to it. I know we have the Moogle one, and then I think we have another one that's like a big strawberry parfait. This would go along well in line with it. Um, Also, kind of something that like I can see like after you eat it, keeping the glass container to decorate with. It would be very nice. A display stand. I really like this. This is a very nice idea. The only thing is they have to actually let us display weapons and stuff in it, and I'm not sure how they would integrate that. Um, but it can't just be like the trophies. I would want to actually like display things I care about in it. Next, I don't really know what this is. Again, different cultures kind of like different things. And I understand that these flowers are coming out of it, but what does it have to do with the aura? Maybe it's from like where they're from? I don't know. I do not know. This is a super cute idea. I think instead though of like doing this where it's like these different things, have the wheel spin with different colors. So you and your FC can say like blue is, oh, this, red is that, white is this, yellow is this, pink is this, gray is this, black is this, orange is this, just whatever, random colors. Um, that way you can determine what the colors mean instead of something like this where it's like it's already kind of like predetermined, chosen for you. Still, very cute design, absolutely adore it. I'm surprised it's not already in the game because we already have like a gimmick for it. Why not just have it for the players? This is fun. It's fun, but at the same time, what is it? What is it supposed to be attached to? What is it supposed to do? It'd be really cool to just play music and like these moved in like with the music, but I don't know. This is such a cute idea for a partition. Oh my god, this is such a cute idea for a partition. Especially kind of going back into like the plays that I was talking about, having like an FC that does theaters and does plays and shows and music. This would be such a fun way of like setting scenes. Be super cute. Especially you did layers, so like on like the front was like red and then like in the back was like green, like literally layered like it is here. So if you need to signify that they're in so and so place, then you'd have black, right? And then you open up the black layer behind them and show green, and you're like, oh, they're at a different place. And then you have another scene that's in orange, and then suddenly, oh, they're back to other place. You shut these two down, then you show black, and it's like, okay, they've gone back to the first place. It'd be a super cute idea. They just need to be dyeable. Next up, that is really cool. I actually really like that. That's wonderful. Man, these Chinese contest winners are cooking. Hopefully these aren't Chinese only items. I know that they're on like a different version from us, but hopefully they still like these things still come to um the other version, the one that we play on. Let's see. This is super cute, especially like astrologian themed, very nice. Another popcorn maker. I'm not complaining. The previous popcorn maker was more of like a big how do you do? It was like a big like thing. This is very much like a you know in-home popcorn maker. It's very adorable. Especially like I can see like if you want to do like a theme of movie night, you have this out, and then you have like the buckets and the soda from the previous episode. So I'm all for it. Next, it's a frog lamp, and that's super cute. I really liked it. Very simple. Axolotl inflatable pool. I like it. I like this a lot. But I would want an actual pool. Because this is in the Charlene waiting pool. So this is actually like a floor item. And you could put this anywhere. They're just showing it in the Charlene pool. Because they're like, oh, look, if you have the Charlene pool down, then it's like this. But I would like an actual pool that like your character can swim in. And then if you hop on this, you just sit on it. Kind of similar to the summer event. It'd be really nice. Next is I'm not really even sure. I'm guessing this is like a ceiling, like maybe like a lamp. Like you could go either way, so you could do both. Like this is air, and then like this is on like the lamp on the ground. Then we have this very mysterious chic outside lamp, very nice. And then this is a kind of mini. That's Thaliak. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. Who is the god of knowledge. That's very wonderful, very wonderful. Especially like if you have like a library theme outside of your home, or like a school. I think especially like if you were a school, it makes sense for you to have a Thaliak statue. A very short laying couch. I like it. Very elegant, very light. As long as this is very see-through. I'm not really sure what this is. Oh, this is creepy. So it's based off of. It's kind of like the coffin. You can lay on the coffin. I guess this would like lay on the ground, and then like you would do slash doze, and your character would lay in it like they're sleeping. It'd be. It's the kind of thing that's like, if you have a very creepy home, this would just be like the final nail in the coffin. Like, oh yes, finally a bed made for me. Um, it was like that one thing that I talked about before, where I was like, there's gonna be one person. There's gonna be one person in the game who's like, yes, oh my god, but I'm glad it's there for them. Next, I'm not really sure what they're representative of. I'm guessing that this is how I talked about it before. Like, I really want like a city, right? So like this is saying like you put all these panels together, and it makes a display, right? Like you can have like it'll look like you're like beside the ocean, you're beside the river. I think the idea is that this is electrope. So you put all the electrope side by side like this, like how they have it here, and then you turn one on and you set it to like whatever, and then it'll do a display, and as long as they're connected, it'll continue the display up until X amount of spaces. Um, Next is I'm guessing this is an alpaca plush. It's super cute. It's really adorable, and it's also the last item. The Chinese one went by a lot faster. But I guess it also makes sense because it's one singular country over like doing like a whole bunch of countries. But that was the design winners for Final Fantasy XIV design contest for furnitures. Oh, there's also girl. I almost fucked up. Okay, all right, Korea. This I'm guessing would be for outside. Very cute. Um. Oh, this is adorable. A nice little table. And then you got the little XIV. And it kind of comes out from that. That's wonderful. I really like that. This is a nice little thing. Um, Especially kind of like if you're wanting a little table, this would be perfect for it. And another truck. I really, really, really like this, especially because like if you have a home, right? Like if you have like a small house and you and your bestie play together, but you kind of want your house for yourself or whatever, this would be such a cute way for them to kind of have their own place. Have this outside and then they can be like, "Oh yeah, and I live in the trailer outside." I wish that we had more vehicles in the game other than cars. I talked about this in the first video. So I'd really like if this was also rideable, like if this was a mount, but also you could get this for like your house. Um, but still, absolutely wonderful. Oh, this is so fun. So it's kind of like you made a little. I used to do this when I was a kid. I had my bed kind of like climbed up and like came with like a desk built into it. So there's like a little ladder, and then there was the bed, and then there was like the desk here, and then there was like these little wooden things here. So you could like go in and like crawl in, and it created like this little area, and I would like hide in there, and I would like make it into like a little room within a room. It was super fun. This is kind of built into that same style. Again, super adorable if you have a Lala, a Little, or a Warrior of Light with a child. Very much a fun thing to have. Okay, this. Okay, so this is a chronometer. It goes flick, 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 and it helps you with composing music. I'm assuming that that's what it is. I'm not sure what these are, but I'm pretty sure that this is a waker or whatever the hell they're called, the thing that lets you like kind of conduct an orchestra. Very adorable, especially if you have like a bar and you kind of want to play in the musicalness of it. Um, I don't know if this is an orchestrion. I'm assuming this is an orchestrion role because it kind of has the thing. Very fun. More Ronkin stuff if you want to do a whole Ronkin house. Oh, this is such a cute mailbox. Y'all, this is such a cute mailbox idea. You got a nice lamp. You got a nice little hanger with, a little name or whatever. And then you could even like have like it change based off of the player's name. It says house, but it'd be really cute if like you could change it to where it says like Todd or something. So like my Warrior of Light is Todd Kittling. Have it say Todd or Kittling or TK. Another wacky way. I love that everybody put one in. I love that that's a meme that is just true across the world. I also love the. Oh, that's adorable. I was gonna say something about Raban, but then I realized that would be spoilers. Um, it's very cute. Nice little planter. You can kind of see what they're going for, like inside of the game, inside of the home. I feel like I would much prefer this to be outside, but I'm not gonna knock it for being outside. This, this is downright fierce. This is absolutely wonderful. If you've played through Endwalker, you know what this is representative of. It's absolutely gorgeous. And this is another like little event display standee kind of thing. There's two of them here. There's these that kind of like go down, so then you can kind of like create a little curve thing. It'd be really cute for like events, wedding parties, things like that. This is one of those things I'm surprised it's not already in the game. And yes, do one for each expansion. I'm not even kidding. So looking down here and I saw this, I'm like, yes. Do one for A Realm Reborn. Do one for Stormblood. Do one for Dawntrail. Do one for Shadowbringers. Yes, 100 times. Do one for all of them. And then we can decorate with them open or closed, because it definitely would feel like, especially like if you're like, oh, we're an author or whatever, it would look wonderful. I want this, but it needs to be writable. Do you hear me, Square Enix? Let me write on this thing. This is super cute. This is super nice, especially like going like outside, kind of like a little. You could build. Oh wait, no, this isn't outside. This is for inside because that's the loft. That's the hanging loft. Still, you could decorate with it like with what they've done here. You could put stuff down to make it look like it kind of goes outside. So you could do like an in-home garden kind of thing. It'd be really cute. Let's see. What do we have here? We've got a nice little boat. It's very oddly placed considering that, I mean, it has to be contained. But it is very cute, very charming, especially if we could sit in it. Which I'm hoping we could. No, that's very nice. And then, more references to a later expansion. I love this. I adore this very much. Absolutely would include that in my home. Um, I like this, but there's nowhere that you could put this where it would fit. For it to be this big compared to a player, like a normal, for a Lalafell, it would make more sense. But if your Rogadine, your Healer, whatever could fit in here, this is going to take up so much space. You're not going to have enough space for it. But hey, if they can get it to work. Oh, this is super cute. I especially love all the Dawntrail references. I absolutely adore this. And that's it for Korea. And okay, so and then here's the things that they actually won in game: an achievement, um, this, the Lopper earring, and a commemorative plaque, which I'm guessing has not come out yet, but I'm assuming everybody who wins gets one. Hopefully they do that retroactively as well. But this has been all of the Final Fantasy XIV furnishing decoration winners. I hope that everything kind of comes over. It's not like, oh, this is only for the Chinese, oh, this is only for the Korean. Hopefully everything kind of comes from one to the other. But if you participated and you won, or if you participated and you didn't win, put it in the comments. Let me know. And if you didn't win, especially, so I can see, if you can like link like what you made and show it off. I would really like to see all that kind of stuff. And if you have a favorite, put it in the comments as well. But thank you again for joining me today. Again, I'm still trying to feel better. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Goodbye.